my beautiful community. This week I'm turning a peppermint root ball, and a couple of weeks ago I travelled down just south of Ballarat and met up with Liz. Liz has got a beautiful property and most of it's covered in peppermint and a few stringy bark trees. Liz had saved up a fair bit of wood for me, which was fantastic. So I spent a wonderful Saturday afternoon. We talked all about wood and different types of wood, lathes and everything that gets you excited when you're a wood turner. Liz had saved up a fair bit of the peppermint root balls. A lot of the trees, if they'd blown over, they exposed their roots, and Liz had saved quite a few of those. I'm doing up a video at the moment of the different types of wood that I've got in the shed. I'll include the wood that Liz was kind enough to give me. We filled up the ute full of wood, and I spent the next day processing the different crotches and root balls. There was a few mistletoes, and then there's some English oak, and there's some Irish strawberry, which I'd never heard of. So it'd be interesting to turn that. And I certainly appreciate the time and effort that Liz gave me. Liz runs a business, and it's called Meredith Mobile Milling, and by the sounds of it, Liz is kept very busy with that business. So I picked out this root ball and I thought I'd put it on the lathe and just see what I could turn. I was thinking I might turn a vase or a lidded box out of it. I was thinking I'd probably end up putting resin in it just to fill up all the cracks. So I put it in between centres and started to turn a tenon. And when I put the tenon in the chuck, I quickly realised that I hadn't put it in far enough and the tenon wasn't strong enough. So I quickly turned a second tenon. So after I had put the second tenon into the chuck, I kept turning and it started yelling at me that it wanted to be a sphere, or it wanted to be a ball, a round ball. The more I turned, the more it started to come out as a sphere. So once I turned it down fairly roundish, is that a new word or an old word? Not sure. So I turned it roundish and I put on my dear father's turning jig or sphere jig and used that just to make it completely round. And of course the jig's got a lot of idiosyncrasies, and when I first started using it we used to fight each other trying to get it to work. It used to catch and bite and do all sorts of things, but I've worked out that if I take it slowly and just do small passes, it works very well. So I think the secret of it is to just take your time and enjoy it. And I certainly did on this one. It took my time. So I was very happy with leaving it natural. It's got a lot of cracks and a lot of voids in it. But at the end I finished it with a couple of coats of tung oil, and I've had it in the house for a week and it hasn't cracked or moved at all. So I think it's going to stay fairly round. It's not going to move at all, which is great. Peppermint has come up really nice. I like it. I've also tried one of the crotches that Liz gave me, and that turned out quite nicely too. I like that. So I've still got a few to do, and you'll see in a couple of videos some of the crotches once I do them. And I think I'll leave them natural. The grain is beautiful. So I enjoyed this turning. It was nice to get some wood from Liz, and I thank Liz for that. I'm sure she'll see me again in the near future. So I'm thinking the next video I'll just go through some of the wood that I've got in the shed. I've got a few different sorts, and with the addition of some of the wood that Liz has given me, I've got a bit of a variety of species. So you might see that in the next couple of weeks. Anyway, I hope you enjoy this video. I'll see you next time. Cheerio.